I would like to present today the latest information, the latest blogs, vlogs, and websites that I was finding, and blogs that I create. Regarding the blogs, we have the subjects such as Confrey, heel bone, ginger poultice that help with arthritis, Arthritis Remedy, Mullein leaf detox lungs and eliminates dirty mucus, symbolic meanings of Runic glyphs, Dundurn castle, COVID related, new directive, new science. It erases on Facebook, Chemtrails. I have two new videos. Dundurn Castle in Hamilton, mud flood building. Dacia and Romania represented on old maps from 1575 to 1689. We can find the name of Dacia on these maps. Courses that I offer, books that I wrote. Last week video, week review, and a few links. One, my services, another one also mine, mathematicsmagazine.com. The third one, UC book sale, where you can find my books. My e-reservation, a collection of some of my blogs, not all of them. And a very interesting website, farsight.org. Let's start with Confrey information about a plant, Confrey leaf. That's how it looks like. This plant, it's said to heal bones. Barbara O'Neill, that's a very famous person in Australia, talks about Confrey leaves that contain allantoin, a substance that helps new skin cell grow along with other substances that reduce inflammation and keep the skin healthy. Confrey ointments have been used to heal bruises as well as pulled muscles and ligaments, fracture, sprain, straits, and osteoarthritis. Has high nutrition and contains a growth hormone. That's how the plant look like. That's how the flowers look like. That's how the plant looks like. So Barbara O'Neill talks about the fact that in the spring, summer, you use leaves, and in winter, roots can be used. That's how they look. Another a remedy that she offers for arthritis is ginger poultice that takes the inflammation out. That's how ginger looks like, and you grind the ginger and place it on a piece of cloth, and that cloth around your knee or wherever you have arthritis. Soak the flannel in ginger solution, wiring out slightly, fold into a pad, and then apply to the area. It usually feels best with a bit of pressure. This works well for many injury, but sometimes a stronger version is needed. Should not be used if you have sensitive skin. Okay, let's see the next subject. Another arthritis remedy. I have a blog about the different remedy, and I collect them when I found, so everyone can read them and use them. They are not mine to keep. So cayenne pepper and castor oil. Infuse cayenne pepper with castor oil for pain relief. And you place them on a piece of cloth, and then around it you place some plastic to keep the piece of cloth on your hand, or where you have the problem. Okay, so let's see the next subject. I hope you see them. Let's see, what time am I sharing? So we are on the same page, yes. Mullein leaf detox lungs and eliminate dirty mucus. That's how mullein looks like. It's the original Mucinex. That's how the plant looks like. You grind it, put it in a capsule, and this plant will detox your lungs. I don't know why so many information on this subject. They came, and I just saved them. You can use with elderberry, American ginseng, like elderberry for its antioxidant property. Okay. I do have, I think, another one. Not here. Okay, maybe next week I will present the next. Now on a different type of subject. I have a blog where I collect different types of alphabet symbols, and I found symbolic meaning of runing glyphs. So we have this rune for abundance, uruz for strength, challenge, turisaz for messages, journey, clarity, relationship, for success, delay for the need, stand still, harvest, decisive action, for secret, it's a clump, self-control, sigil, vitality, competition, it's an arrow, new beginning, it's B, progress, ehvaz, M, self-acceptance, intuition, accomplishment, light, and possession. I found this very interesting. So, Runic glyphs. Next subject. I visited a while ago at Christmas time, Dundurn Castle. And it was built by Sir Napier MacNab from 1679 to 1862. He came to Hamilton in 1826. So this is the history. Probably the history is slightly different. Why? Because so this is the castle. These are pictures from that I took there. From this height, Lieutenant Colonel John Harvey set launch a surprise attack to an invading United States force of some 3,000 men camped at Stony Creek. His rout of the troops, commanded by Brigadier General John Chandler, under the cover of darkness in the early hours of June 6, is generally credited with saving Upper Canada from being overrun by enemy. Who was the enemy? Harvey was knight in 1824. Sorry. Served as Lieutenant Governor of New Brunswick between 1834 and 41, Governor of Newfoundland 1841-46, Lieutenant General Governor of Nova Scotia 1846, 1851. Now, this castle has proof of mud flood. Why? Because the windows under the ground have the same size as the windows above the ground. They are protected somehow, so the building was somehow deep out of the mud. That's some theory. This is another proof of the building. There is a building close by that you can see a real proof that this building was engulfed in soil or mud. So half of the height of the windows were underground, and the windows were covered in this case, but on the main building, the windows were kept somehow to bring light in the underground or in the basement, present basement. Okay, so this was the next blog. Let's see what we have here. Now I found COVID-related news, new directive, new science. Let's see if I can make it larger. So interior health, important labs update, January 8th, 18. It doesn't let me make it bigger. So they instructed to destroy all tests because the new science says the tests are not good. The tests were found to be radioactive on some video from Germany. And basically, the interior health informed people in the labs to destroy all COVID tests. Next subject we have here. Facebook, even though it stops a lot of pertinent information, allows some links to ET races. Let's see if we can make it larger. We can, yeah, that's as large as we can. So the Facebook shows these ET races, Arcturians, Lyrians, Men in Black, Nordics, Nagas. So they have, they try to inform, to put in public consciousness that we are not alone and there are other people that look different, are still humanoids. Alpha draconians apparently are very, no, some are good, most of them are not. Okay, so let's see what is our next subject. Chemtrails. I found an interesting picture on X. A pilot accidentally released the chemtrail while still in the airport. So we can see the noses and we can see the fumes, which are poison mostly. And I have few information regarding who is building these airplanes. Boeing apparently is building the airplanes, and who is financing them? Council of Foreign Relations. Next subject. I have now a video of Dundurn Castle with the pictures and videos that I took while visiting the castle. It's quite an interesting find. These are the places where you can see the full-size windows of the castle. I will highly recommend a visit to this castle. It's interesting. It's when we were there, it was a very thick fog, and these buildings show that in the past they might have had wireless electricity. Here might have been the mechanism that was, of course, removed, made out of mercury. And here is the proof that half of the building was in the engulfed in soil or ground or mud. People left books on the ground. So this is half in the soil, so half outside. Okay, so this was the next subject. I have another video that I published yesterday regarding a new find, maps. There is a website, Rare Maps, that they purchase all the old maps they find, and then they sell them. But in the meantime, they have a website in high definition presenting these maps. And what I found interesting is that Dacia is on the map in 1678, up to 1700. Moldova, Wallachia, but also Dacia in maps that are much later, that the history books tell us that Dacia existed. And on this 1600 maps, we have San Misegetuza as a place, as a town or city that was represented on the maps at that time. So the history books were slightly modified or presented the reality different from what the old maps tell us. And very interesting, Romania, on these maps, it's situated up to Constantinople, south of Bulgaria. We know that at one point where the population was moved from one place to another, but I never thought that Romania was at south of Bulgaria. That's what we find on these old maps. Okay, let's see next subject. I'm getting better, a little bit better with this presentation. The more you do, the more. Okay, so I show you the Dacia. I have this video on Rumble, BitChute, and YouTube. So this is a little bit of my offering, my services. I have courses based on the books that I wrote: Energy Project, Forgotten Knowledge, Travel Destination, Egypt, Valiant Teachings. about the cure of illnesses, fasting, the law of rejuvenation, self-protection exercise. I wrote 13 books so far. I'm still writing another one, Buildings and People. And you can see them at my website. UC book sale. My first book is Mathematics Theory Test and Solution for grade 9 to 12. And the last book is Forgotten Knowledge. And then there is a reverse order somehow. You will find them interesting. I had a lot of fun while collecting the information and writing these books. Next subject for today is the last week presentation. I will leave the link to all these websites and videos. Okay. And now I'm going to present the other links. So I just created my IT consulting website. Then I have my mathematics magazine website with mathematics research, problems, solutions, videos, math problems for high school. I have another website, My Air Reservation, a lot of blogs. Not all of them. I have a lot of blogs and external links that I found interesting. Videos regarding different subjects. So only videos on the certain subject are on certain links. For example, medicinal plants. Okay. And my last subject for today is a link of that I follow. It's a Farsight Institute. They present a research based on remote viewing. Dr. Courtney Brown is a mathematics professor that has another side business of research on remote viewing. He has a lot of, he has a book, Remote Viewing, where you can learn remote viewing. He developed a different type of remote viewing apart from what the government psychic spy use. And he has a group of very talented remote viewers that present that research based on remote viewing technology, different subject in the past, in the future, and his projects are extremely interesting. So that was the presentation for today. Thank you for watching. I'm Liliana Usvat.